Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
This episode is brought to you by Is Cbd. You may find yourself asking, what is CBD? Well, CBD is an all-natural ingredient taken from the hemp plant. Contrary to some belief, CBD does not cause any euphoria or intoxication. In fact, CBD is believed to have many health benefits, from physical pain, inflammation, anxiety, and sleep. The list goes on and on.
But with so many CBD companies out there, it's hard to trust the good from the bad. But fear not, your friends at the other side of the Beehive are proud to partner with Happiest CBD. Happiest CBD is your #1 place to go from premium CBD that won't break the bank. Their broad spectrum CBD oil is made simple, sourced from local organic farms, and rigorously tested to provide you the highest quality products on the market. Happiest CBD contains no THC, which means their products are completely workplace safe.
Happiest CBD have something for everyone, including broad spectrum CBD drops, roll-on CBD freeze, and CBD sleep aid. Head on over to happiestmed.com. That's HEPIUSMED.com to pick up your premium CBD products today. For all the other side of the Beehive listeners, get 10% off when you use promo code Beehive at checkout.
happiestmed.com, promo code Beehive, and tell them that the boys from the other side of the Beehive sent you.
Peace!
Dude, is that true you guys stayed like late as fuck last night?
I bounced at 6:30.
How come?
I was fucking bored.
Wait, but they can't dig without you, right?
They stopped digging once Joe hit that mark. Then they.
So they dug past the bell hole then? Oh yeah, they kept going because of my pink cone.
Not far. They just strung pipe. The pipe strung clear to the yard.
Oh really? But so that road's close all the way out.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like Dan is here. What we're gonna talk about is work. It's kind of shitty how one of your best friends is your boss.
I'm not your fucking boss.
He's like we have like little downtime, and Dan's like, "What are we doing?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I'm just doing what I'm told." Did you ride a bike?
Yeah. Okay, I did.
So
Fuck yeah, I did.
I was gonna bring mine, but I was gonna stop and get bobas because he's never had a boba.
You never had.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Never have.
So I was gonna stop and get it, and then I was like, "Well, I can't bring liquid in my truck on my bike." So I stopped by. They don't open until 12.
You got bags, dude.
No, it's like they give you. It's like a.
Comes in a what? Fucking Ziploc bag or something?
No, it comes in like a Starbucks fucking open top.
Oh.
You know,
Savvy.
and it's like a slushy. So I can't. It's not like you open it or anything. It's open already. But I was like, no, I'll just buy bobas for all of us. And then I get there, it's like, they don't open again. I'm like, who doesn't open until noon? And they're Mexicans. They should get their shit together.
I was gonna say.
But up since 3.
You have been? Oh,
No.
is your son here?
I was going off your social stereotypes.
Oh, is your son here?
No, he came down Thursday and left Thursday. Just picked up his 4-wheeler. We got it running, then off.
They say he might be here this weekend.
Yeah, he went riding today. He's like, I'm just down for the night, dude.
Really?
I'm like, go have fun with your boys.
What you did last night?
Nothing.
You're a homebody, aren't you? You're like, I have you in the podcast. You're like the most quiet person, the most private person.
Yeah.
Dan is like, by the way, you have 20 minutes and then I'm out of here. Dude, I can't. I've made the choice. I can't ride with you guys anymore. You guys are like,
Fuck off.
no, you guys are like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like when they have so much experience and I don't. It's intimidating. That's what it is.
Well, I don't know. Up until that last bike I bought, I hadn't ridden in 12 years.
Oh, the white one?
Yeah. It's just going out. I go out on my own.
Yeah, but see, I don't know my addresses, dude. Dan will jump on his bike and will take off. And it's like, I'll figure out how to come back. I can't do that. Also, you have that thing you put your thing on your tank, right? Like your phone.
Yeah, a phone holder. Yeah.
See, that kind of bothers me. I want one that is not there, but then I can't go anywhere without the phone.
You want one that's not there?
Exactly.
You got a smartwatch?
Uh-uh.
Same. It'll do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting a smartwatch.
Oh, I thought you meant a bike. I'm like,
But I don't.
They don't make them that big.
Yeah, no, I just don't wear watches.
Yeah, I don't wear. I wear mine just to be, kind of long OG perspective and shit. But then it's like I never. Every time I was like, what time is it? And I'm like watching it here, and I got my fucking watch here.
Right.
Like I never. You have one, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a kind of a watch whore.
Are you
So I
really?
never was. So once
You see that Conor McGregor?
I'm not that much of a whore. I'm a cheap prostitute. Then I was an EMT for a lot of years, and you have to have one. Has to be
yeah.
analog though, because you need that second hand. Yeah. For counting pulses, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, how many beats a minute? You need that. So doing that for 5 years, you just get used to wearing a watch.
Yo, what about this shitty question? All right, in 3, 2, 1. When someone passes, do you instantly go?
I never did.
But don't they have to say?
Doctor does, yeah.
But if they go away like while you're taking care of them, or were,
No, it don't bother me none.
No, but aren't you supposed to say, "Oh, they passed at this time"?
You don't. I don't
No,
think you
no,
call
you
the
don't
time
call
of
it in the
death.
field.
Oh,
Even if
okay.
there is no pulse, there's nothing going on. You work on them until you get to the hospital. The doctor calls it.
So if
At least that's how our service.
So
works.
if the person gets there and it's already passed, he's not passed until the doctor calls it.
Unless it's obvious,
Yeah.
if he's blue and cold, and you hook up the AED to him.
Yeah.
So the defibrillator needs a pulse to shock.
Yeah.
If there's nothing there, it won't do anything. At least when I was doing it. I don't know if they've changed in the
How
past
long ago
few
was
years.
that?
I moved to Utah in 2011. So 2011 was the last time.
Damn.
Yeah. Left it all to move down here for a fucking woman.
One that is not around anymore.
No,
right?
that lasted 2 months. Then she's like, yeah, probably not. I'm like, fucking thanks. That's awesome.
Dude, he did that. He did an episode with Brian Helbach. I was driving, dude. I'm crying. I'm like, my friend. I called him. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry for being such a piece of shit. He's like, no, dude, you're good. Did the other guys reach out?
Skylar did a little bit
Yeah.
because he's got some
It is
stuff,
on- Yeah.
but it's nothing rude about it. And I figured this would come up. Nobody that's been through that talks to somebody that hasn't been through it.
Okay.
It's not that you can't understand;
But I can't understand.
it's that you can't relate.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
and like I talked on his episode. By the way, thank you. First off, I want to say thank you for introducing us.
Yeah.
So the last time we talked, I looked it up this morning, was September of 19. That's the last time I was in this room. And
Yeah.
I was going downhill fast
Oh, really?
and hard.
This is when with the other two?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not admitting it,
Yeah.
and then you turned me on to Brian and I listened to it, and every episode I was bawling. I
Yeah.
mean, every one, even though a lot of them were vets and there was a few policemen on there and the police wives, it's still, you can relate to that, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I reached out, and I was scared as shit to ask you for his number.
That was so weird, dude, because I just barely got. By the way, I got a job back in Company 1, and then I show up to work. He doesn't know I'm there, so he was the inspector. So I show up. Oh, my first day we got snowed out. It was a Wednesday. So I come back on Thursday, and I come out and park, and I see the truck, and I'm like, that looks like Dan. He comes out. He's got the Dixon, and I'm like, that's definitely Dan. Obviously, he has like 4 feet of beer, and I'm like, well, that's Dan. Then I come out, and I'm all dressed up, and I'm walking towards him. He's, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I got hired on, and that was recently when you asked me for Hellbach's number,
Yeah. Yep.
and that's when you guys started having a relationship, and
Yeah. So he's the first person that I told. I've been married for 6.5 years. Never told her. Been friends with you guys.
but did she know though? Did she know not to get in there? Did she know?
No.
Oh, okay.
She didn't have a clue.
Nothing.
She just thought I was an asshole, just because
Okay.
I was an asshole.
Okay.
And a little bit of that was, so I was brought up on a ranch in southern Idaho, and when you were told to do something, you did it. You didn't say why. If you said why, you just didn't.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you get the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah.
Or just had more work piled onto you. So that's how I am with kids. And she thought I was just a dick. But it's the little things that trigger you.
Yeah.
That you don't want them to. You know they do, and you're like, that's stupid as shit. What?
Yeah.
Why am I getting pissed over it? But you're still just raging mad, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, when you hooked me up with Brian, I knew it was time because we had every Tuesday we have a meeting, a Zoom meeting now, and it's with about 15 supervisors and up. With
This is work or
work,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
With my company one and your company one, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, I was giving my little spiel, and I just kept getting madder and madder. And I went off on a supervisor from your company one in front of everybody and God, right? And Jeremy's texting me on my personal phone. He goes, dude, shut up. What are you doing? Shut
Really?
up. I just lost it, you know? And that's when I realized, you have a fucking problem.
Damn.
You're going to lose your job. And then what are you going to do? You know, and my job, I love my job. I
This is
absolutely
probably
love it.
before I got back, right? Or
Yeah, you were still out there.
yeah.
And then that's when I knew I needed help. I knew I wanted help, but at the time I didn't think I could have what I have because
Okay.
that's the stereotype, right? PTS is vets. They're people that have gone to war
Yeah.
and done that stuff, right? So I call it PTS because I don't think it's a disorder. It's a trauma problem. And I knew I had it, but I couldn't admit that I had it because I didn't want to be that weak guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm 6'4", 255. Like, really? You have mental problems? Suck it up, bitch. You know, that's just how you do.
Yeah.
And then, but at that moment when I went off on him, and I felt bad for it, I knew I had problems.
Did you reach back to him?
No. I don't know. I don't know if he listens to this, but me and him don't click
Okay.
at work. Personal level, we might. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never hung out with him after work, but at work, it's just different work ethics, and that's his, and that's fine. You know, I don't get along with everybody. But when you gave me his number, I felt I was so scared to ask you for his number.
Yeah.
I really was, and I was probably more scared of that than talking to him because of what you might think of me.
Really?
Really, yes.
Why is that?
Fuck because you're a man, you're supposed to be strong, right? Not have feelings.
Oh, okay. I see what
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we got our buddy Chance. He'll cry at a drop of a hat, but
Yeah.
that's just him.
Oh, dude, we went to his 50th birthday party. It was a surprise party. We're like, surprise! He's all, just like flipping him. Fuck you guys! We're like, did we fuck something up here? We all with our hands up, like, he's all pissed off. Like, fuck you guys! He turns to his daughter, go fuck yourself. We're like,
Oh, dude, it was great.
Somebody I just did the Young OGs podcast, and I was talking about you guys have been the closest to me, and I said, oh, I have a friend that we just celebrated his 50th birthday party or whatever, and I say his name his name's Chance. They bleeped it, I don't know why, and then they're like, wait, I don't want one of those. I don't want no heat. Is that the guy that was deep throating sausages? I'm like, yep, that'll be him.
That's my boy.
Dude, this fucking guy goes, oh, when he pulls it out and he's looking at you and he goes, oh, it pulls it back out, dude. His wife hates it when he does that. He's like, don't fucking do that. But yeah, dude. But yeah, he cries.
He cries all the time, but I don't. But
Have you lately?
have I?
Yeah.
Every day.
Really?
Every day. On purpose, no, but it's just,
Yeah.
I'm getting help. I've been sponsored for a service animal.
Okay. Yeah.
That's helped out a lot of the boys on IGY 622.
Yeah.
So I was sponsored. So sometime this year I'll probably end up getting one. They say that helps. But yeah, it's just finally unloading that off of me and getting it out there. It was so
And that was another
awesome.
thing I was gonna ask you. Once you went and you talked about it, did you feel different?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still see. There's two particular images. There's a 14-year-old that was in a car fire, and there was an uncle and his two nephews that went fishing.
Yeah, you talked about them.
Yeah, I still see it every day. I can see it right now, right in front of me. That part will never go away, but it's being able to cope with it that is getting easier.
Okay.
There's no cure for it. A lot of therapists will push a lot of pills on you and stuff. I refuse to take them. That's not me.
Did you end up going to therapy at one point?
So that's the thing. So the PTS in the first responder community is new, if you will.
Okay.
It's been there forever, but everybody's got the same mentality. You weren't a vet, you didn't go to war, you can't have it. That's what the guys in the fire service and the police service think. The police service is a totally different deal, because if a policeman says, I think I might have a problem, the city council is going to say, whoa, maybe you better just turn in your gun, sit behind a desk for a minute. Well, that's not what they do. They might have a problem for 10, 15 minutes and they're over it. They just need some help. So it's pretty different. The fire service it's kind of the same thing. That was always a fear of happening. You say, man, that wreck jacked me up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it again. Well, just stay away for a minute. Like, I can't. I love this. And you do. You love it. You don't do it for the money. You do it because you enjoy helping other people.
Just watching, if you're driving on the freeway or whatever, and there's a building on fire, does that bring you shit? Does that bring stuff?
It makes me miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I miss it every day. It's the funnest thing in the world. It was the best job I ever had, and the worst job I ever had at the same time.
Yeah.
Just because of the trauma. I mean, you don't get dead people every day, right?
Yeah.
You get somebody that twisted their ankle, they got a damn splinter, they just need help getting up. Older people, whatever.
Dude, we just talked about this last night, and I couldn't find it. I just sent a picture to Justin about the picture of a firefighter in the early 1990s. There was water coming out of their helmets.
1900s?
Isn't that what I said?
You said 1990s.
1900s. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, there's kind of still do that.
Really?
So they have a diffuser, they call it.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. It goes on the end of the hose and it just puts up a big fan. Like now with all these homes around here being so close together,
Yeah.
it just goes on there and just makes a huge fan, so that'll help hold that heat back. And that's what that is.
Ooh.
So that's pushing that heat away from them.
Have you seen that facility they have over there by where we work?
Yeah.
And they always it's for firefighters.
The training center, yeah.
A training center, so they always light it on fire. Have you seen it? Right before Bacchus on 80th. Yeah.
Yeah, just off 80. Yeah. Just a huge
80th.
cement.
41st and 80th.
It looks like a Minecraft building.
It's not so jiggling. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I miss it, but no, it doesn't pay. They don't make enough.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now is providing for my family a little better, but I still got to deal with it.
So what's that thing you guys are doing on that ranch? That's pretty cool. I want to try to make it one day.
So
for
there
sure.
was a insurance. The guy dealt in some kind of insurance here in Utah, and he sold his company for like $700 million. Money like no other. So what he did, he bought 6,500 acres up in Morgan and built this just insane ranch. He's got a huge meeting building. It's got a professional kitchen in it. You can fit probably, 85, 90 people in there. He's got a huge horse arena, heated, indoor, and he just wants to help.
Yeah.
He says, I have money. I know what first responders and vets do for our community, so...
Is he related somehow?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Not to anybody I know.
Yeah.
One of our board members on IGY6 was a sheriff up in Morgan County, and that's how they met. So we hooked up with them, told them what our plan was, and he's like, yes, whatever you need, you have full run of our facilities. So we're
He's just working off of volunteers, right? Is that what
100% volunteer.
So when you guys go, what do you guys do?
Last time I went up, we just built some compost containers
Okay.
for them. We got a few Brian's up there today with his dad and his wife and a couple other fellas. They're fixing fences and shit.
Yeah.
It's just helping them do the stuff that needs done every day.
Yeah.
You know, get nothing out of it except we're building the camaraderie with them that they're going to let us use their facility, which is going to save us thousands and thousands of dollars.
So what's the plan with you guys for that ranch?
What we want to do is bring in vets and first responders from around the country and give them a week of therapy.
Staying at the ranch.
Staying up there. Okay. Yep. He's got 6 or 7 apartments fully furnished. You just bring your clothes and that's all you need. And he wants their whole family.
Yeah.
Because you can't just fix yourself. You also got to fix your spouse, your partner, whatever they are, right? Otherwise, it's a losing battle.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what? I love it. Whatever you guys want to do, bring it on. So we're pushing for that, trying to make another spot, another area that people can get help, because there's a lot of huge nonprofits out there. I mean, multi-million-dollar nonprofits that they help 5 people a year. You know,
that's fucking crazy.
But they got their name out there. They do a lot of good things for those 5 people.
Yeah.
But there's thousands out there and there's a lot of. Our goal here is, so I guess I'm talking about that. To go back, when I went on Brian's podcast, he asked me to be a board member, so I became a board member. So that's kind of why I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of nonprofits just here in Utah that nobody knows about. There's an equine therapy out in Grantsville that been there for 12 years. Nobody had a clue. Because they usually don't have the money to advertise.
Yeah. I think Brian mentioned something about you trying to work somebody with their own horses and stuff like that to take them there.
I won't, because horses are the devil. Horses are like snakes.
Well, you're a farm boy, dude. You don't sabe caballos, dude?
That's why God made 4-wheelers, dude. Fuck a horse. No.
I mean, I tried, but what? No horses, huh?
No. And that comes back. I was 11. We were up, so it was a sheep ranch. We had about 1,200 head of sheep. And I was on an old Appaloosa, and she just took off running and wouldn't stop. Scared the holy piss out of me. And I had the lasso on the side, and I threw it, and just by luck, it wrapped around a post. There was a barbed wire fence next to me. Pulled her to a stop. I haven't been on a horse since.
Ooh, since you were how old?
11.
Damn, dude.
30 years ago.
But you wouldn't try? You wouldn't?
Why?
I don't know. Dude, just get rid of it. You would just go like, all right, let's just go a little, you know, the classic. Let's just go a little slow.
I bought a motorcycle, man. No. Nope. No. And we went out there, so we went out to this place.
Would you do a car?
A buggy?
Yeah.
No. I don't know why.
It still has a horse.
So they can start jogging and get the fucking walking farts, and then that's how you can smell his horse ass. No, I'm good.
Ooh, I fucking love horses, dude. I just wish I knew more.
And they're good. They help a lot of people, but they don't help me. I guarantee it.
There's you and I know this guy that works in company one that has a lot of horses. Used to have a lot of horses.
Yes.
He has a picture. One time I went there and I took all the family, the kids and stuff. He has he gave me this horse whose name was Cisco. A dick horse, dude. Fuck that horse. That horse was a dickhead. And I remember I jumped. It was so funny because he jumped on it and he goes, "Hey, let me work him out a little bit." And I'm like, "Okay." And then obviously he's been doing it his whole life, so he's just like running and shit and doing all kinds of tricks. And the fucking horse did his taxes or whatever. And then he comes back and he goes, "All right, here it is." I jumped on it, and then all of a sudden he's like, the horse is like, "Who's this fucking guy?" He takes off, goes inside. All he wanted to do was be in the what do you call it? Like the
stable.
The stable. But he ran into the stable and he hit my knee on the metal. And I went, "Oh, you fucking horse." I was like, "All right, motherfucker." So I got him out and he wanted to follow the rest of the horses, but then I got him away, and then he went ape shit on me, and then he started running. And as he starts running, I'm scared out of my mind. So my plan is like, I'm just gonna jump off. And in the running, I'm like, because this horse is like, I'm trying to brake, I'm trying to turn. This horse is like, "Fuck you!" And it just kept going. And I jumped off. And this guy has a picture. This guy has a picture of me because the horse took off. His first reaction is like, "Let me get a picture of this dumbass." And he grabbed his phone. I jumped up. There's a picture of me like about 3 feet off the ground. I'm like this. Like I just jumped off the horse, and I gotta actually ask him if he still has it.
Yeah, how come I've not seen that?
It's just so fucking. Well, he's mine.
That'd be a great screensaver for you.
Dude, remember I told you I was gonna give you some Mexican candies.
Sir.
So are you a candy guy?
Not really.
I got candies, and you want sweet or sour? I got both.
Surprise me.
All right. I brought this before for motherfucking Simmons. We got a shit ton of stuff.
I'll try most things once.
Oh, this one's probably gonna have to be on the fridge. Where's the one that I was gonna try? Justin liked. Let's try this one. This is fruit with obviously chili. It's tamarind. Have you know what that? You know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. I just went to the comedy club on Thursday, and we were talking about this, and we were saying tamarindo because that's what it is in Spanish. And the guy that we were talking about, he goes, "Oh yeah, tamarind." We're like, "I didn't know there was a Spanish word for that." He's like, "Yeah, dude." So.
Yeah, like that.
That was good, huh?
That is good.
Brian? Maybe there's no chewing in the mic.
No, that's good. That is good.
Yeah, that's banging. So here's the thing. So my parents got married when I was 4.
Okay.
The guy I call he's my stepdad, but he's my dad. He's the one that raised me.
Yeah.
Sheep ranch. We always had sheep herders.
Okay.
So when I was younger, a lot of the sheep herders came from like southern Mexico, and then there was a lot of now they're all from Peru
Okay.
for whatever reason. So every 3 years they got to go back. It's the company my parents used to call Western Range, and that's just part of their deal, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of good for them. I mean, the last guy, he was 35, I think, when he left. He would send all of his money back every year for 3 years. When he moved back, he owned a taxi service and a hotel. Awfully what he made here being a damn sheep herder.
Yeah.
So anyway, so when they'd go back, they'd always bring back a bunch of candy for us when we were younger. And so I've tried. Yeah, this is awesome. I could eat this shit every day.
Yeah, I went to
Like a spicy fruit roll up or something.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's banging.
I should have put those in the fridge. I forgot. So they usually bring some spoons, but they don't. There's another one. This is the one. This is the one Justin liked.
Oh yeah, I've had those.
You have those?
Yeah,
Very crumbly.
yeah, they're a crumbly Reese's.
Very crumbly.
Very creme brulee.
Yo, but
Get a napkin on aisle 3, please.
he's going to town on that stick.
Town.
This is some people hate this because it's peanut butter. You eating it?
It broke apart.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, dude.
No, yeah, I always thought these were just a chalky Reese's that are
This
like
is fucking bomb, dude.
they're like set on the windowsill for 2 months.
By the way, this might be the most hated episode we're shooting.
I know, like, you like this plastic wrapper in the microphone? I'm trying to hold it down.
It's all right.
If they don't like it, fuck
I
them.
do what my heroes do every now and then.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah,
Love it.
dude. Let me ask you this: where does your personality of building stuff come from? Because I tell you what, when he moved into the house that he's in right now, he built a fucking. Do you have it on your Facebook?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The chair.
Oh, my purple chair? Maybe. My phone's over there, though.
He has he built it like a. Is that
It's an Adirondack chair. It's a style.
that? I don't know what that is, but yeah, that. But it is like the size of this room.
It's 12 feet tall.
I have one of the guys that work in the place that I take my truck for tires and shit. He's like he knows where they live. It's like, oh yeah, you're friends with the big ass chair, big ass purple chair. I'm like, oh yeah, it's my friend Dan. He's like, yeah, what the fuck's with that chair? I'm like, I don't know, dude.
So the story with that chair is we moved out there, and my only friend that was close was Chance, right?
Yeah.
He was out of town or some shit, so I'm bored out of my fucking mind. So I'm a Pinterest kind of guy.
Yeah.
I get down there and see that, I'm like, yep, that's it.
Pinterest kind of. That's Pinteresting.
So I told the wife, I'm going to Home Depot. I'll be back in a minute. She's like, what are you getting? Don't worry about it. I'll be back in a minute. So I come back, and at the time, lumber wasn't $9,000 a fucking foot.
Yeah.
Still kind of spendy. I think about $250 for that chair. But 2 weekends, put it up, and it's that. It's a talking piece. I mean, people drive by. And
Where is it?
It's in my backyard. Oh. It's 12 feet tall and about 4.5, 5 feet wide. Huge chair. You can fit 4 adults in it, no problem.
For no reason. He was bored.
He was bored.
He was
So I was
bored.
bored, and it was cool.
I got some project around my house.
See, that's the thing, though. Because, like, I see you, Josh, and I think Skylar, Chan's a little bit. But you guys are like, ooh, I don't like this. And then all of a sudden, like, it's tore down and it's put back together. And I'm like, I wish I was like that. I can't.
See, I think it's where you're raised. So when I was younger, so like I say,
Exactly. I should be like, yeah, I can do that. I can fix your car. I can fix your lawn. I can fix your...
Did you grow up in the city or the country?
This city.
That's why.
I guess, yeah.
The biggest town closest to me was 5,000 people on a good day. The closest McDonald's was 30 minutes.
Ew.
And we didn't go out to eat. I always thought my parents were rich. So one time I seen their tax returns, right? $480,000. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a bee farmer. Fuck yeah, that's it for me. Then I said, you guys made that much money? She goes, yeah, we did. I said, we had to borrow $460,000 to make that $480,000.
Oh.
That's how it works. That's how farming works. With that, we never went without. They got a new truck every 3-4 years. We always have food because they raise their own sheep, our own cows. We had a half-acre vegetable garden, right? So the reason I can do those things is because when something broke down, we had to fix it.
Yeah.
You can't afford to call a mechanic. Holy shit. And my dad has 7 brothers. One's a mechanic, one runs a crane, one's a vet.
Yeah.
They kind of did different things to kind of help the whole family out. So when something needed done, you did
They're
it
all
yourself.
there?
Pardon?
Are they all there?
6 of them are.
Okay.
One of them lives in a couple towns away. But they're all within an hour of each other. And they call it, so my parents' last name is Rogers. They call it the Rogers Mile because all the brothers are right there, even a few cousins.
I actually think this is me being totally honest. I actually think it's because I grew up with my mother, and so my mom was like, "Oh, that broke down. I gotta call somebody to fix it." You know what I mean? And I totally get it, because like the wife is the total opposite. The wife is like, "Oh, that broke down. Let's see how we can fix it." And I'm like, "Well, why don't we just call somebody?" And they're like, "No, it should be fun. It should be easy." I'm like,
It's fucking
okay.
expensive, So
And it is.
when me and my wife were building our house, we moved into her parents' house for too fucking long, and Jesus, there was no storage, right? Because I had all my shit, she had all her shit. It's
Yeah.
like you can rent a storage unit for $200 a month, or I can just build a shed for $300 and call it good.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What do you mean build a shed?" I built a 12 by 12 shed. It had 10-foot walls. Blew their fucking minds. They thought there's Jesus, then there's me. They're like, I'm like, what do you mean? It's a box. It's just a square box with a door. But they were floored. They came from California though. They were the same mentality. If something broke, you call somebody. They can fix it. Your outlet don't work, you call an electrician.
Yeah.
No, shut the fuck up. You go to Home Depot, you put a new one in. Cost you $12. That's my mentality. Now we can afford some things I don't do. We just got new hardwood floors in the house and just pulling the carpet up. They're like, well, it'll save you $250 if you do it. I'm like, you just made $250.
I just got knee surgery. Fuck that. You do it.
And it's just, I don't know. It's that mentality. But it saved me a fucking.
When did you do it? Where did you do it?
What?
Hardwood floors.
Oh, what did we do that 6 months ago or so?
No, but where? What part? Your kitchen?
The whole upstairs.
Really?
All but the bedrooms, yeah.
I guess that must.
I will never buy carpet again, dude.
Really?
Ever in my life. Oh my God. So we vacuumed every day. We got 5 kids all together, hers, mine, and ours and shit. Every day somebody's chore was to vacuum.
Okay.
When we pulled that carpet up, you could have planted a fucking garden.
But there wasn't that much carpet in your house to begin with, though.
All upstairs was.
I thought it was just that little office you got at the entrance, and then like right as you get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, so you had the.
But the rest of it was, what do you call it, linoleum or whatever?
Linoleum. Just the little kitchen part was linoleum. Everything else was carpet.
And you got rid of it?
Fuck yeah. It's disgusting, dude.
That's one thing about it, though, like the house that I'm in. All the upstairs is. Oh, yours too, right? All the upstairs is
Hardwood.
hardwood, and then downstairs, is carpet.
is carpet. Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Yo, why is everything shocking me in the house? I'm upstairs. I never go downstairs. I wake up. I put flip flops on whatever just to go and start my truck, and I touch my doorknob and you hear. And I go to my fridge. It's not like I'm rubbing my feet.
fucking weird. I don't know.
Maybe just electric.
You're rubbing something.
Ooh,
Mucho puñeta,
maybe
güey.
that's what it is. Hey, this is all the time we have. What are you doing today?
Today, dude, I was so stoked for this to come talk to you. And this morning, I went for a little ruck. R-U-C-K is what we call it.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
So being part of this little group, one of the guys, he's an E7 in the Utah Guard, just transferred up there. And we're putting on a 22K ruck, hopefully this year, depending on the COVID bullshit and the restrictions and whatnot. And we're trying to raise money to put a cohort together to send hopefully 10 guys through our retreat up there at Warrior Risen. So you got to prepare for that, right? Well,
Yeah.
I haven't rucked since I was in the fire department. So I wear a 30-pound pack and then put a couple miles on. Granted, with the knee surgery, I do about 2.5 miles on Saturdays, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings before work, I do about 1.5 miles, and then Tuesday and Friday nights, I do another 1.5 miles. Just to get my knee back in shape and, well, shit, to get in shape. You know, 22K, that's 13.5 miles with a 30-pound pack on you. So
What do you have in that pack?
it's a vest. It's a 30-pound vest.
Yeah, but is it just heavy?
Sand. It's sand.
Oh, it's sand.
So I live
They're
out.
made for that, right?
Yeah, that's what it's made for.
But how do you get the sand in there?
Buy it that way?
Oh, okay. That's my question. I didn't know. It's like,
No,
oh,
you
yeah,
could- you could
we're going to
buy-
wash it, so you take the sand off, and then you just, like, fill it back up. No, that's what I need to
No,
know.
they're built that way. So I did have a big backpack, a big hiking backpack, and I put some weights in it and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the looks you get walking around at 5 a.m, you know, this big 6-foot-tall fucking guy
They're
with
like,
a
"Hey,"
backpack
like,
walking around.
Police is like, what's going on, bud? I'm like, oh,
That
just working
happened.
out. Really?
The second time out, they pulled up, was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm walking. What do you think I'm doing, dude?" Like, "Well, we got some calls of a big guy walking down the road with a backpack." I'm like, "It's a ruck. You know what a ruck is?" And they're like, "All right, have a good day."
They're like, have a good day,
You know,
sir.
they got it. He must have been in the service because
Yeah.
if you say ruck to somebody, you're like, "Huh? It's a ruck."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hiking with weights.
And that's what Hellbuck's doing up there, too, huh?
He needs to do it more, the bastard. I hope you're listening to this, boy.
Oh, you know he is.
So our boy Scott, that's his. Scott Scott has PTS and his release is workouts.
Oh, okay.
He's got a weight room in his garage and he just beats the shit out of his body. That's how he releases his.
I was just talking to my mother about this before I came here because I had breakfast with her. I need someone to pushes me to work out and be healthy. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest, right now, I'm like, I wake up and I go have breakfast with my mom. My default action is like, I come back home and I lay down. And I go, what am I going to do today? Instead of just being, oh, let's just fucking do this. You know what I mean? And I told my mom, and my mom is like, for the longest time, she's been eating healthy. She's like, she's lost a lot of weight too. She's just, and then my aunt in Mexico, she's in her 40s, like probably close to 50, maybe, I don't know. And she's like in shape, because all of a sudden she's like, I'm done having kids. I'm done. It's like, she's barely got divorced and shit. So he's like, I'm just gonna work out, and she looks good. All of my cousins, they look good. Was lost a lot of weight. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm drinking a Diet Coke. I'm good. They're like, bitch.
Not so much.
Just yesterday when I left the job site now because I was gonna go to the dentist, and I said, I'm like, do I go home and like trying to put something together to eat? Because I knew I was gonna leave early, so I didn't take lunch with me.
Right.
What your homeboy do? Stop at Beto's to get a fucking burrito, dude. Burrito, big old horchata, and then I'm like, now I can
Before
brush
the
it.
dentist?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't. If my dentist appointment's at 4 o'clock, I don't eat all fucking day.
Why?
I want my teeth dirty.
But that's what
I know it's their fucking job.
But
right?
that's why I leave early though, because I go home and I ate. I was watching TV, then I brushed my teeth, like fucking brush my teeth.
make the bitches bleed, right?
And then I go, yeah. And then the guy's like, you know how last time I went, I don't know if you were here. He was like, oh, there's a spot there that might be
Cavity?
a cavity here in the next 10 years. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll worry about it in 10 years. So I went back to yesterday, and it's like, oh, you know what? put 10 more years on that. It's like, you're not gonna see it until like 20 years. I'm like, all right, that's good. Like by 60, I probably don't feel shit.
You dentures anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, and so then he says, then he's like, let me go look at the X-rays. I'm like, all right. So he comes back and he goes, you know what? He says, lay back down. So let me go check this thing. I'm like, all right. So there I go back out, open my mouth, and then he did some sexy stuff on me. But no, and then he starts checking my teeth and he goes, you know what? Never mind. He says, that's nothing. It was just a dark spot that you see on the X-rays, but it's nothing. And I'm like, so we're good? And I'm like, yeah, we're good. And I'm like, all right, dude. No fucking dude. Remember that time that your tooth came off?
Oh, my flipper? Yeah. That's fucking great.
Which one is it?
It's right up in the front.
Okay.
So my front right tooth.
On the top?
I got an implant, on the top. One of my butt
he would just like go cross-eyed and pop this tooth and he'll come out and he'll look at me like, I'm like, that is the fun. Yo, the guy that you work with, he also has one. And there was one, you know the guy.
I don't know about
the guy that's in the same job site as you.
Oh, okay.
We talked about yesterday.
Savvy.
He also he had one, but I think one time he broke the piece, so he was like toothless for a minute, and I will laugh my ass off. Remember how I asked him, when I tell that story about your wife, do you feel embarrassed? He goes, no, because this is what happened. I'm not gonna say his name, but this is what happened. He so one time we were talking because he's related to Cody, right?
Right.
And so him and I were making fun of Cody. And we're like, oh, because you're doing this to a relative, and then he was like, oh yeah, I do this and I do that. And so we said something about having his wife sit on his face, right? And he goes, oh yeah, she does that all the time. And so Cody called her. It's like, hey, you know what this guy is saying, that he makes you sit on his face all the time? And then she goes, no, that's not how he goes. He sits on my face all the time. And now every time I see him, like, hey, you sit on your wife's face lately? He goes, oh yeah. That's the fucking funniest thing ever, dude.
I can't wait till Monday.
He said he was gonna. Did he tell you he listened to the podcast?
Well, he had a plan. We'll see if he listens to it.
These were my favorites when I was a kid. Can you say that for me, dude? You're
In
like,
my head.
no. They're called churro mice.
Churro mice?
This is chewy, so you might want to push the mic. Not chewy, crunchy.
Ooh. Oh. How do you say that? Those are sexual.
Churro mice?
Those are badass.
That's a good
Oh, I could get fat off of those.
This is like the ones, Brian, obviously when we're done I'll fucking have a try. But these are the ones that that you can't find here unless you go to the Mexican store, because everything else, like, you can find Ruffles and stuff like that. These are crujitos.
Huh?
Crujitos.
Okay, that makes sense because it's spelled that way. Those aren't spelled
That
how you
one
said
is
it.
too.
Look, it is.
It's Spanish. It's spelled the same way. This looked like a pig dick.
Pig dicks.
Also crunchy, so.
Yeah.
That too?
Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. I was very sheltered as a young man.
Very what?
Sheltered, right? We didn't... The most different kind of food, I guess you
Want
could say...
another beer?
Yeah. That I ever ate was either usually Peruvian food. The sheep herders would cook for us when we go up there, because they have a sheep camp, we just eat with them, and they would obviously cook just whatever they used to cooking. Yeah. So when I was, probably 28-ish, 29, I was lucky enough to go back to Anniston, Alabama for a week-long training with the fire service and do some riot control stuff that they had going on back there.
Simon.
And that's the first time I had, honest to God, sweet tea, homemade, delicious sweet tea and Southern cooking. They had a a lunchroom there for us, and there was this black lady back there. Number one, oh my God, gorgeous. Number two, oh my God, could she cook?
Yeah.
And then she found out that I was from Idaho. And she's like, oh, honey, come here.
Ooh.
You never had this. I'm like, oh. You know, things tingle and shit. And she's probably, I don't know. So I was 28, 29. She was probably mid 40s, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, MILF-tastic.
MILF-tastic.
Yeah. I like my women like my berries, you know? Older the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby. And oh God, the food that she made, I don't even know what it was. I didn't care. Everything was delicious.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment I knew I could never marry a black woman or a Mexican lady.
You get fat as fuck.
I would be 500 pounds,
Yeah,
guarantee it.
Dude, that's how it is. When we went to when I took the wife to Mexico, obviously we went to all, you know, we saw a lot of my family, and it was like, are you guys eating? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then they will give you food, and then like, how is it? And obviously the wife and I were like, this is really good. And he goes, okay, I'll get you more. I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. And he goes, whoosh, like more soup.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And that's how this gal was.
And everything is bread. Everything is bread. Even for a dessert, it's like we literally call it sweet bread. Have you tried sweet bread?
Yeah, I've had it.
Did I borrow you?
I don't know if you've had it, but I've had it before. And that's how this guy was. So we'd go there in the lunchroom for breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner we'd go out and find somewhere. And every morning, hey Idaho, come here. I'm like, oh, I love you.
Fucking Idaho.
Yes. Oh, come here, Idaho. Try this. I think she was just having fun too, you know, because a lot of people were local down there. The majority, but there was some people from all over the country. A couple Maine boys down there and stuff too that never. But I haven't traveled until then, and it was great.
I had an old lady kiss me when I was younger, dude. Kissed me. I think I've said the story on the pod too. Kissed me on the lips, like she she said, I'm in love with you. I'm like, what? I was like 18, 17. I'm like, well, we work together, and she was a big old woman, dude. She had kids and everything, and I think I gave her a ride home, and she goes, okay.
What kind of a ride?
In my car.
Could have been a better story, but
yeah. But she was like, she started talking to me, and she goes, you know why? She's like, there's feelings, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, you gonna get out or? And then she reached out and kissed me, dude. And I'm like, okay, it's awkward. It's so bad, dude. I was like, what? This is what it feels like. Like I'm supposed to be turned on.
I don't know. My wife now is the closest to my age. She's only a year older than me. But the previous one was 15, and the one before that was
15 years older?
7, yeah.
Damn, dude.
I was closer to her daughter's age than I was hers.
Look at Brian, dude. Fuck yeah. You know what? Most of my, like, even growing up, the people while I was dating, the people that I would spend more time with, it would be people that were older than me all the time. If they were younger than me, it was like, I don't know, a couple months, and it was like, be over. It's weird how it works.
I never had that. It was because growing up where we lived, there was the closest neighbor was about a quarter mile, and he was maybe 4 years younger.
Yeah.
My closest friend was 7 miles away.
Yeah.
So it was, pedal your ass if you want to go hang out and play. So that was that once a month maybe. Yeah. So it was whoever, but usually it was just cousins. They come over to help work.
Oh. Yo, I asked you what you were doing. Like, what are you gonna do after this? You got plans?
I don't know yet. I gotta go buy some ammo cans because I purchased some ammunition the other day.
Yeah.
I gotta put in a can. But other than that, I don't think so.
You see my shoe, dude, in fucking 9 Mile Canyon?
I did.
You see my target, dude?
I did. Not too shabby.
We had Quinn here last night. That was fun. Can I interest you in some sushi?
Probably.
Let's go to that buffet.
Nope.
No sabe?
No buffet.
Why?
I don't do fucking buffets.
No, but you just order it. It's not like it's ready. You order. You eat as you go. You've been there.
Which one?
The one that Chance, you and I went to.
Okay,
Railroad
yeah.
Road.
But you say buffet, I don't
No,
do
I
buffet
get it. Yeah,
ever,
yeah.
ever.
And in fact, it's
never have.
it's not a buffet anymore, thanks to shout out to COVID.
Is it
so
in
now
Salt
they-
Lake City?
Railroad Road and 72nd.
Okay, it's not. Cool, I'm down. No more mask mandate other than Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm down.
they have to. We don't.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, we're talking about this too. Like if we like this building right here, like they have the thing in the front, so I was like, oh, I can wear my mask for 30 seconds. It's cool. But then I just went and took a massive dump, and I'm like, as I'm walking in the hallway, I'm like, oh, I don't have my mask. They're gonna have robot fightings here in the backyard. They have the little ring, that little glass ring.
Really? When's that
Yeah.
happen?
They say it starts at 4, but I told them what time I was gonna be here, and they say, oh, they'll be practicing by then. I'm like, okay,
There's like 4 cars out front is all.
but there's parking in the back though. Sabe, you didn't know,
Did I
dude.
know? Go ahead, Angel.
This is what I bought for the guys and us. You and I are gonna do it. Do you know the beer challenge, the beer drinking challenge?
Beer drinking challenge.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
This is a muscle.
Oh, I got one of these at home.
Have you ever tried drinking a beer with it?
Yes.
You have? Yes. Oh, let's do it. Can we
It
do
is
it?
so fun. Yeah.
Do you know how to use them?
Not this one, but mine. You don't want to turn up too high because it could fuck you
You
up.
don't
dude.
tell me.
Then you do it first.
Wait, hold on. Which one? Which ones do we use? Because they got different sizes of feminine pads.
I don't know. The medium ones?
Which this ones?
Sure. I don't think it'll matter.
I don't think it matters either.
Okay,
So it's
those
this, and then this is I saw this in a video that one of the guys put it on Snapchat, and
Right.
and I said, dude, what is that? And he goes, oh, you gotta buy this, and he sent me the thing, and so I bought it. It's only like $40.
See, one I have is called the TENS unit. It's good for muscle relaxation. So I actually am taking it with us on our ride at the end of the month.
Oh yeah, you guys are going on a ride.
Going to Laughlin. Yeah.
going to
Laughlin, opening down to... We're going to go down to Lake Havasu, rent a boat for a day, hang out on the hotel.
Damn, dude, you guys are big ballers, bro.
Yeah, not really.
I wish I was there.
Hey, guess what? You can be if you weren't such a bitch and get on your fucking bike and ride with
Dude,
us.
I can't. I know. I can't ride with you guys. It's intimidating. Yo, last time I rode with you, by the way. Well, actually, I want to call you out. When we went to California,
Yes?
there was a point in time you said to me, "Hey, you need to be by me. If I turn, you turn with me." And I remember thinking, "Well, no." I don't feel comfortable doing that. Why would I do it?
Safe?
And then I was like, at that point I was like, well, he hates riding with me now. Because that's just the kind of bitch I am. I'm like, well, he hates riding with me. And then the last time I went out with Josh, I said, hey, let's go eat whatever, and let's just ride our bikes and go eat. And he goes, okay. I remember we were on the freeway, and then I look back and he's like, we're riding, and then I look at him and he's just like, and in my head I'm like, well, he hates this.
Right? No.
Like all of a sudden, maybe I shouldn't ride with him because I'm not going through canyons and I'm going to fucking traveling with him and shit.
No, that's not it. Riding's riding. I don't give a fuck if we're going 5 miles an hour or 105. As long as you're riding.
Oh yeah, you say that when you're driving 95 miles an hour on the freeway when we went to California.
There was nothing there. And
Finally
it's
slows down.
straight.
Yo, we're going in California, and he starts going, and his mind just wander off, and then all of a sudden I see Dan just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I'm looking, I'm like, I'm going the speed limit. Like, where the fuck is this guy going? And then I couldn't see him anymore. I'm like, I hope I'm in the same. I hope he didn't turn. I hope he didn't get off the freeway. I'm like, I have no idea where I was. Next thing I know, he slows down and he goes, sorry, dude. Where am I supposed to put this on?
Fuck if I know. There and one on your bicep too. That's my. So when you asked if I was going to therapy, that is my therapy, right?
This?
There.
Oh, your bike.
My bike. I don't know. This might be. There is nothing freer than getting on your bike and just writing and worrying about nothing, right? All men have this nothing box we can get into. Like, when your woman asks you, what are you thinking about? Nothing. She's like, no, you're not. Like, yeah, literally. I'm thinking of nothing right now. And my wife's like,
Dude, don't turn it
that
up.
doesn't make sense.
Turn it up.
She's like, how do you think of nothing? I'm like, it's easy. You just
kidding.
fuck what I hit. I'm like, it's super easy. It's just nothing. So that is the best way to clear my mind. That's why I'm on my bike or I'm in my garage messing around, right? That's why I built the rat rod, because it kept my mind busy.
That's another thing.
That's why I got a Jeep now. That's why I'm rebuilding the Jeep, because it keeps my mind busy.
I wish I could work my bike the way you guys work on yours.
You can. If you don't know it, YouTube.
Well, give me some, dude. Like, now I'm scared.
I don't know how to.
This is for the YouTube onlys.
Okay, can you feel this?
Not yet.
Tell me when you can feel it.
Okay.
I think I'm doing it right. I don't have any fucking clue what I'm doing, though.
I don't. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Ooh.
Too much?
No, keep going.
Okay.
Ooh. Look. Oh. Wait, hold on. I don't want to spray. I don't want to spray the fucking. Okay, go up. Is that all he's got? Oh!
This is where the.
Is that all he's got?
I don't know. I'm just fucking pushing on buttons, bro.
I know you just start pushing buttons. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a clue what I'm doing, dude.
Hold on. Turn it off. Let me change it. Got it?
I think so.
Okay, let's see. Let's do it. Turn it off!
Is it off? See, because it's.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, go. Fucking.
That kid's off. See, there's got to be a pulse thing on here, right?
It's fucking. Oh,
Should have had some fucking directions on this bitch, dude.
I think I have him, but fuck him. You know, you're a farm boy, dude. You don't need no directions.
Yeah, it's also electronics. We don't do electronics, dude.
You want to try it?
Fuck yeah, I do.
It says in the instruction you need to take your shirt off completely. What?
Underwear too?
Yeah. I don't know where. I never. Have you ever tried this, B?
Yeah, a little bit, but I got it off Wish, so it wasn't very good.
Justin said yesterday he has one that is fucking powerful as fuck. You can open it more.
Yeah, mine's like the one I have is like $110.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh no, this
Put
was.
it?
I put it there on the other side. I don't. How do you even?
Yeah, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube and watching this on YouTube,
Wait.
that shit was funny.
Okay, don't fucking. I got heart problems.
You got heart problems?
Yeah.
On top of everything? So do I. Yeah. Well, I just did fine.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, hold on. You got it?
It went away.
Oh yeah, hold on. Come on, drink.
God.
Dude, all I could hear is his teeth.
Jesus.
Oh my god, dude.
That's awesome weekend.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta put this on the story.
Oh, fucking A.
Oh. Hang on. Wait, took a photo. I was stupid. Okay, here we go.
Sorry for the dead air. But it happens. Oh. Okay, that's good.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love you.
That was sexual. That was awesome.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
I just think I found a new idea for mine. A little alone time.
ooh.
Now that's the stranger right there. You put that on. You only gotta
Dude,
sit on your hand.
I wanted to try those with the boys so long. I don't even know where the things are.
That's good stuff, dude.
It's only $40. We can fix it later. We got more treats, dude. Now this, I have an idea what they are. I just never tried it before.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, these are gonna be sexual, dude. These are,
Plums.
yeah. By the way, this might fuck my
What's in them? Nope.
we might have a heart attack tonight.
That's straight shit.
That's straight salt.
Yeah, where's something to spit this out at?
My mouth.
Fuck that right in the face.
Here, hold on. Yeah, that's gross. Ew. Yeah, those are hot garbage, dude.
Oh my god, that's straight. Oh. Anyway, yeah.
Oh,
It's good stuff. Wow.
God, that was so funny, man.
yo. Dude, I bought that for like a month and a half ago, and I'm like, I want to do this with the boys.
That's good
But
stuff.
now I can bring it to parties and shit. Though.
Parties?
We were just watching videos before you showed up. You want another one?
No, I'm done with
Oh no, I
Jesus
think he's
God,
got
no.
him.
Well, thank you.
This one is candy though. I think we have enough of the sour stuff. Isn't there another word for sour? You say you want sweet or
Sweet and sour.
no? There's another word.
Like
for
tangy?
Mm,
What do you mean?
that's not what I'm looking for. There's another word for that when you say
Savory.
savory. That's not the same. You ever had dulce de leche? I would say you can split this.
That does not look
That
appealing.
looks like a turd, dude. Don't eat the walnut. Just eat the stuff.
Don't eat the nut.
Yeah. Ooh.
No.
No?
No.
No. Really?
That's got a. No, my mom made ice cream like that. It's fucking horrible.
too much sugar? Or
Yeah,
what?
unless you're like super drunk, and then it's no good. Nope, no good.
I'm down, but I just don't like beef.
That's good.
I just don't like they fuck it up with the nuts, the walnuts. Is that walnut? Is that a walnut?
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't. I mean, other than that, I like it. But hey, I want to apologize for leaving early tomorrow. It looks like we had a little good rhythm, and then I'm like, see.
Yeah.
I had to, dude. I changed it before. I was supposed to go when I was in Mighton.
So
I
it
never
actually worked. You know, it worked out good for work. So we'll be ready to go Monday. It's all good.
Yeah, dude. Monday I'll be there. This is very crunchy. So
The whole thing?
yeah, just pop that away.
Yeah, I've had those. Love them.
Yeah. See.
I can do that all day long.
Dude, we've gonna eat some Mexican stuff. We have tortas.
Love tortas.
You've had tres leches.
Yep, very good. So that's the thing growing up. So with this, I was pretty. All my friends wanted to come to my house. So during the lambing season, my mom pretty much made a Thanksgiving size meal every day for lunch because
Yeah.
you got, you know, my dad and usually 2 to 3 herders, and then there was always 4 to 5 cousins there, right? So I was spoiled that way. So sometimes to give them a break, some of the hands who are usually of the Spanish persuasion, their wives would be like, Rhonda, we got this. You know, my mom.
Yeah.
And they'd bring in food, and oh my God. The one thing I did learn, never ask what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't want to eat tongue. I don't want to eat anything else.
Does that put like an idea in your head?
Yes,
You're like,
100%.
Okay. Are you a texture guy?
A little bit, but not really. It's like the best tacos I've ever had. I was driving a Spud truck after work one time, and I was the only guy that spoke English
Okay.
out of probably 30.
Okay.
And we could all understand each other, right? We had the rhythm now. We knew what we were talking about, right? And this wife, one of these guys' wives pulled up, and she has this tray, probably, I don't know, 150 pre-made tacos. And this is probably 10 o'clock at night. We take our lunch break, and everybody's digging in, and I had my little, fucking Wonder Bread sandwich, and they waved me over like, come on,
Oh yeah.
and that's number one. That made me feel good because when they invite you, that means you're
You're part of the crew.
in the clique now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that from that day on, I was.
Like, hey, come here, dude. Can you throw this in the garbage?
Yeah, it's like, hey, Pichuelo, come here. And they said, want some tacos? I'm like, yeah, what's in them? And they kind of shook their head and waved their finger, like, no. Do you want some? I'm like, yeah, okay, like some. I ate like 8. Like, good, huh? I'm like, dude, that was amazing. What are they? I forgot it. Cow. Como que dice cow?
Vaca?
Vaca. And they kept putting it in their mouth, right? Cow tongue.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, no, really? Fuck my life. But they were the best tasting tacos that I've ever had in my life. So from that day forward, I don't care what it is.
As long as it's good.
Does it taste good? I'm in. I'm in
Dude,
100%.
I'm telling you, there was so the house that I was living in back home, there was a guy, one of my friends that used to live across the street from us. His uncle started like a taco, it's like a taco stand, but it's in a house, so it's not like it's going anywhere.
Right.
And it was like right at the corner of the street, and I used to go and ask for either tacos or more tortas of half and half, which it was like one half. They have names, but one half is like pure meat of a cow, and then the other one is like everything together. Talking about intestines, tongue, ear, whatever. Or sometimes I would say just meat and ear. Have you ever had just ear? So
Yes.
fucking good. And I would say, hey,
the tail too.
give me those. One time my aunt, the one I was just talking about, she went there, and my aunt is just looking at the guy just making the meat or whatever. And my aunt she just goes, do you sell eye? And the guy's like, no one has like I'd love to eat eye, but no one has asked me to eat to have that. And people just like have a fucking, and my aunt's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'll eat eye. And I don't think I have ever eaten eye.
If you eat eye, you give no fucks.
Right?
I've smelt a lot of eyes. That we butchered our own stuff up there for a minute.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I don't even know how. Like, I mean, do you cut it? Do you just fry it? Do you
It's gelatinous. It's all just goo. There's nothing hot. The lens is probably kind of like I don't know, like a jelly bean when you suck the coating off of it.
Yeah.
That's what I think it would feel like. I don't know. That can be tasty.
She was just like, oh, I love it.
So spicy.
One thing I do eat, and I used to eat a lot of, and I haven't had it here. I don't know why. It's chicken liver.
No, not a fan. Like chicken liver, chicken hearts.
Chicken hearts. Chicken hearts, dude. At fucking, what's that place we were talking about?
Rodizio.
Rodizio? Have you been to Rodizio?
Yeah.
When they give you the hearts on like that little sword, and they give it to you with, you don't like them?
No, you can take the whole thing and put it in the fucking garbage.
Blasphemy, dude.
That's where it belongs.
So good. And so liver, it was like on a like a juice, like a soup kind of thing, and it has like all the chicken and shit, and then it has like not the chicken shit, but like chicken and stuff, and then we'll have the liver. So good, dude. You pull it out, just put some salt in it, and then get hypertension when you grow up.
Yay! So that's probably the one thing I do have a texture for is liver and heart, because they all have the same texture as
Yeah, but you eat sushi though.
Rocky Mountain oysters. You ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
Not specifically, but I've eaten oysters. What's the difference? Nothing?
Oysters and Rocky Mountain oysters?
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain oysters are testicles.
Oh, okay. Well, then
So
I-
not the same.
Yeah.
So sheep,
But I'm down.
either sheep or cows, right? Usually. We had sheep, so we had sheep
Yeah.
and my mom. So we dock sheep. That's what they call it when they cut the tails off and you cut the balls off of the boys. And my mom would fry them with eggs. Loved them when I was a kid till I found out
Balls?
what they were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were like, what?
And that texture, nope. And the smell, nope.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
It's like a liver texture.
you eat raw meat, raw fish.
That's not the raw. It's the texture and some of the flavor maybe. And they weren't bad.
Have you eaten, eating sushi, have you eaten octopus?
Yep, love it.
Well, I don't see the problem. You know, you can see it's octopus.
I don't know.
But no lengua. Huh?
Maybe the semen situation. I don't know. Granted, they're lambs. They don't have that, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something about that flavor and that texture together. Like, and the moss.
Yo, by the way, watching fucking Dr. Paul when they
Fuck.
when they well, but listen, when they cut the balls of like horses and stuff and sheep and stuff, they cut it and they literally just go. They grab the other one and go, and then throw it to the dog to eat.
See
They're
that?
like, yeah, that's good. They're all that they don't feel anything, and that's all they need. And
See,
like,
growing up, my dad did it the old Basque way. So you grab the lamb's back legs and you hold it up so their sack's sticking straight up, right? He'd grab his knife, slit the top of the sack, squeeze them up, and bite them out with his teeth. The old Bascos, that's how they did
raw
it.
dog it, dude.
Yeah, 100% with his teeth, and then spit them in a bucket. Then we take them and clean them.
Why the need of the teeth though?
That way,
It's like biting
so
into a fruit.
you got to squeeze the bottom of the sack and push them up, right?
Yeah.
So you got to make sure they're
Oh,
both
you got
there.
two hands.
And
Both hands are.
both hands are
in your-
busy, right? So how the fuck are you gonna pull them out? Because if you don't, sometimes they'll get sucked up back in the cavity. and it's just like sometimes they have three. You got to make sure you get them
Oh
all.
no shit.
Yeah.
Yo, we were just talking about this a couple days ago. Dan belongs to Team Bust Nuts, right? We were just talking about this because apparently you know somebody that has gotten it done and got someone pregnant.
Yes. No,
Well,
he got his wife.
His wife pregnant. now he's in jail. I'm just kidding. So but we were talking about this because you said sometimes they got three vas deferens.
Three vast difference. Yes, there is three.
Difference or differences?
Yes. I
No.
call it. I say vast deference.
But if they cut me and they pull the two, don't you think the other one will be right there?
I guess not all the time because it's not uncommon for people to do that. That's why they have you send in your post sample to see if you're
Can you
swimming.
Google what's the percentage of a vasectomy not working? Because I don't see how if they cut the hose and they cap it on both sides.
Maybe it's a Friday. Maybe it's a Monday. You need a fucked up Sunday. I don't know.
But listen, so if they cut it and they cap it, and obviously the one that's left on by your shaft or whatever, they make you ejaculate 60 fucking times, which is
Right.
an afternoon for me. How does the semen still and after okay, I got it done 2 years ago. Do you think I still have a chance? Shout out to Chance. You still have take a chance.
See, that part I don't know. I don't know how long it would take. So his was I think he said his was like a year later. Then she found
Damn.
out she was prego. Yeah.
Do I know him?
No, this is back home. This
Oh, okay.
is when I was right out of high school.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah. I was actually friends with his son before I knew him.
The overall failure rate for vasectomy rate is 0.15%. But that doesn't give an accurate picture of its real effectiveness. So I just don't see, like in the video that I have of mine, if they grab both vas deferens and cut them and cap them, and you still ejaculate on the side that it's may have some swimmers left,
Right.
and then you send two samples after your whatever time, and then you're like, all right, you're good to go. How can you, like, after a year, how can you have this one open? Not only this one's to open, but also for the semen to travel and get into this ones where they're supposed to be closed too.
See, just maybe the doctor had a bad day, or he just didn't seal it as well as he thought he did. Granted, this was 90.
Have you seen my video?
96? No, and I don't want to. I watched my own get done.
No. But I just want to see if I would like to show it to you.
I
Pull it
would
up,
want
Ryan.
you. I would want you to see my nuts.
Pull it up, Ryan. No, but because I want to know if it's done differently now. Because you got a shot. I never got a shot.
I took a little white
You get
pill
stitches?
and then a big white pill.
Stitches?
No.
I don't have. See, white pill. Oh, see, they did the Matrix to you.
See, oh yeah, when I went in there, I was flying high. I couldn't drive.
Really?
I don't remember walking in. I floated in that bitch. I laid down, and I am not a. What do you call? I'm not a voyeur. No, not a voyeur.
A lawyer,
No, what's the people that like have sex in public? What are they called?
exhibitionist.
Yes, I'm not an exhibitionist, right?
Yeah.
No, I walked in that room like, there it is, boys. And there's like 6 people in there, right? The doctor,
That thing that stops the fucking door.
you know, and they're like, whoa, not yet. You got to get on the table. I'm like, whatever. You know, and there's the doctor and like 5 nurses in there because they were training a couple. They're like,
Yeah.
can they be here? I'm like, fuck yeah, come on. I mean, I was just,
Y'all gonna need all your hands to hold this fucking bad
it
boy.
felt so good. Whatever pill they gave me, I don't know what it was. And then I laid down and they're like, okay, you're going to feel this. And it was a shot, I guess. I didn't feel it. And then I kept, flexing and looking up because I'm laying down. So I want to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're like, sir, you got to lay back. You can't flex your stomach.
Dennis, I'll do it.
I'm like, shut up, I'll do what I want. And like lay down, and then finally said fuck it, and it really kicked in, and I was gone, right? Just staring at the ceiling, counting the dots. And you just see the smoke coming up. You're like, all right, we're done. I'm like, cool, let's go. And I tried to hop down. They're like, no, don't you dare hop down. We will help
See,
you
that's
down.
weird.
And they wheeled me out to the
I
car.
just went, zoop, and then I walked out.
They wheeled me out to the car, and I went home and played Xbox for 4 days.
Dude, I remember I got it done on a Saturday, and then I took obviously Sunday and Monday off of work, and then Tuesday I went up and I was working at company too, and I had to be pulling asphalt. So every time I was running on mini eggs, and every time I will catch the asphalt and try to pull it, and it will lift the machine. I would just do this, like I would just be in the air, just like running the shit, because I didn't want to sit on my own nuts. 2 days after.
Not good. See,
I was here with peas on my nuts.
I had an ex-brother-in-law that thought he was a pretty big badass, and he was a Finnish carpenter.
Yeah.
He went to work the next day. Yes, 3 days later, his nuts. Oh,
I think I remember you saying this.
Baseball.
Yeah.
2 baseballs in your sack. Not even kidding. He was in so much pain. He couldn't move. He couldn't fucking breathe.
I did.
Well, good thing you went and made that $150 on, stupid.
It did get swollen there for a sec, but and at one point I was like, I used to ask like the wife, I'm like, is this okay? But then I can't remember what I was feeling, but then it all went away. But I wonder if it's different though. Like, see, I never got a shot. It was all like,
I'm sure
like liquid
every
spray.
Every doctor's different. Like any dentist is different, so they're all gonna have their own special ways in whatever school they went to teach them how to do it.
And you said this guy that you know, how long ago would you say he got it done?
Oh God, his son's a year younger than me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's been a minute ago. Yeah, so 42 years
Maybe
ago.
back then they used to just grab him and tie him up.
Little fucking hose
And
clamps
one
and
little
shit in there. Kinked it, she
One little
good.
brave fucking swimmer is like, I'm going through. I don't care.
Fucking Earl, let's go.
Fucking went through.
Yeah, no, a long time ago. And since then I don't know anybody that's not worked.
You gonna get it done, B?
I'm thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
I don't want no more kids.
Dude, you can go from glazed to cream pie just like that, dude. It's great. It's like, how do you like your donuts? You know what I mean?
Glaze of what?
Glazed to cream pie. You know what I mean? How do you like your donuts? You like them cream filled or no? You want a Twinkie or you want a strudel?
Oh my god, dude. Hey,
Then
you know
she's
what?
like, when she's like, clean up your mess. I'm like, that's not our mess.
Dude, maybe
That's
we should,
your mess.
Maybe we should do this
That's
with it.
rude. I hope she don't listen to this.
Grab that little thing
Don't tell me what to do.
on the. See, that's because they're all like here. They're all soft because they should. I usually put them on the fridge. They usually come with like little.
Oh, I've had these, I think. Yeah, like little plastic spoons.
Yeah, like little white ones.
Yeah.
Brian's like, how the fuck do you eat this? You need instructions, Brian? What the fuck?
Childproof, bro.
It's right there on that.
They're sealed like a sumbitch.
Here. Let me see.
You know what? But
You
yeah,
guys
that's
in
probably the best
Mexico.
thing I did. 'Cause I don't know, when we first got together, there was a talk. I have another one, but thankfully, we didn't.
Thankfully, it says you or her.
So, me, she got pretty butthurt there for a minute because we didn't have one. But we have 5, so I have 3 from a previous marriage, and she
Yeah.
has 2, right? And I had mine really young. So when I was 20, my first was born,
Yeah.
and by 24, I had 3 kids. My boys a year and a week apart. Then 2 years later, we had my daughter. So I didn't have much of. I wasn't able to be young and dumb, right? So now I'm going to be old and dumb. We can finally go do what we want if we want to take off for the weekend.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's just
And the
boom,
oldest
we're
is
gone.
the youngest is how old?
The youngest is 14.
See,
So yeah, he can feed himself and hopefully not burn the house
no
down.
babysitting and shit. Yeah.
Exactly, and to start over like that, we had a welder buddy at 42. He had a kid
Yeah.
because they had an exciting night, right? And I'm like, dude, you're gonna be 60, and that little bastard's still gonna be at home.
Damn.
Probably, you know what I mean? But I just, I'm in a place in my life now that my career is good, my life is good. If I want to blast out for a weekend and go
Yeah.
do nothing, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? And that's, I don't know. She still, there's a little resentment there from her, and honestly, I don't blame her. But we do have, like I say, my oldest is 21, her oldest is 21, so probably in the next, I am hoping no less than 5 years, there's a grandkid somewhere.
You want to?
In probably 5 years, I told my son, you're 20, so my
But
son
do you
wants one.
want to?
Do I want to be a grandpa? Yeah, I want a grandkid for sure.
Really?
Yeah, but not yet, because I want my kid to go experience the stuff that I didn't.
Yeah.
I told him, go to a different country, go get blasted out of your mind, wake up on a beach somewhere with no pants on, and just have fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing that. So here next month, they're going to Costa Rica
Oh, with his
with his fiance,
Fiance,
and her family. So they're going to go down there for a week, and
fuck yeah, dude.
for their honeymoon, they're going to Belize, I believe.
Fuck yeah. We have a friend there with a fucking property there. Remember that?
Yeah, and I'm
Amanda.
like, good, that's what you need. Go travel while you
Yeah.
have the money, because guess what? I don't care what anybody says, kids cost a lot.
Yeah.
Not just money, but time, right? And then your focus goes off of you and goes onto them, as it should, You gotta keep the little bastards alive, at least till they can feed themselves.
Dude, I see. Do you remember Spencer? He used to work with us.
Yes.
He, the Duck Dynasty guy. They were him and his brother, big old beard, long hair.
Okay, Savia. Yep.
He got married sometime last year, I think, or the year before. They're pregnant right now, so I sent.
See, and I hate that. They're fucking not.
Yeah,
She is.
see, I texted the wife and I said, "Hey, so and so are pregnant," and I go, "Ew," and I fucking heard the end of it. It was like, "Why the fuck would you care? They're happy. They're like, cause if you're just got married, go have fun with your wife. That's how I think. Like, and that's kind of what we did. We got married. We went to Mexico. We went to fucking Arizona, whatever, and but I see these kids. There's another friend that I have in Mexico that she's going for her 3rd kid, and I'm like you're what, 26, 27 maybe? I don't know.
And now my wife's finally getting it. Like, in February, we were supposed to go to Israel for 10 days, but obviously that shit got shut down a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, the youngest is at an age where we can go for 10, 15 days, and it doesn't matter. His older brother will come out and stay, obviously, to check on things.
Now the brother is here or where?
The brother is in Riverton. Yep. Yeah. So her oldest is in Riverton. My 3 are in Idaho. Well, 2 are in Idaho. One's in Washington.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought the brother was out of town.
No, he's down here. He's going to college to be a nurse anesthetist, something like that.
What's that?
I don't know. I guess it pays good. That's all he
kind of
really
nurse.
cares about.
Some kind of nurse.
Anesthesiologist type.
Yeah, that's
situation.
the first thing that came to my head. Like,
Yeah.
there's something with anesthesia.
Something to do with that. So yeah, he's doing good. Going to college. Yeah.
I got the oldest one. She's working for a credit union, and she's a manager, and she's doing great. She has a badass apartment. Lived with her brother. Had a boyfriend that lived with her, And one time she came back she was talking to her mom, and she said how much he was like, he was rude to her or whatever. And then I got to talk to her one time, and I said, like, can you afford everything you got by yourself? She goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, seems to me you don't need him. Friends, but boyfriend, you'll find another one. And then she kicked him out.
Good for her.
Get the fuck out of here. So she kept everything. The brother moved in, and now the brother, last thing I heard, he was looking for an apartment. He was going to school and working. And the oldest one, she's just her own shit, her own car. Her car is basically brand new. She's doing the thing now. I'm like, fuck yeah, kids.
So it should be. Yeah, go have fun, live your life, and then if you want to settle down, cool, settle down. Yeah. But right now,
I'd say, what's the weirdest thing though? I get to see my stepkids because I saw them when they were 7, 5, and 3, and now I get to see them be completely wasted, but they're at home, which like they're getting fucked up, but they're at home, like they're not going anywhere.
Right.
And we went out to eat. We went to eat at their house one time, and just alcohol started pouring out, and I'm like, to me, it's still weird. But they're like, I mean, we're not going anywhere. And they're like, trust me, we do this often. It's like, well, we're just drinking in the house. Nobody's gonna go anywhere.
And I think it's that way. So my oldest, he'll be 22 this year, and it's still weird.
Yeah.
It's like, but at the same time, it's awesome because I can go in the backyard and sit down and have a beer with my boy and just bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
And it's great.
That's one thing. That's probably the only thing that I want to regret one day. Was like, I didn't have a kid to take him to like soccer or like go and have a beer with.
Well, I didn't either because I was divorced.
Yeah.
I only got to see him every other weekend because they lived so far away.
Maybe I'll just buy one when I'm ready.
Why not? They got mail order
I mean,
brides.
you know what I mean? Adopted. You look at me like, what? Madonna did it. I can do it. Brad Pitt did it. I can do it. Sometimes I think like that, dude. If you are in the argument of why buying purebred dogs when there's a shit ton of dogs they're gonna put down because they don't have a home. I'm like,
that's a fucked up
kids.
comparison, dude.
No, obviously they're not gonna put kids down, but I'm like, there's kids like that with no families.
You're not purebred, but I guess you'll do. Jesus.
I just want a kid's gonna grow up speaking Spanish. They're like, what? That's up to you. I'm like, I don't
foster
know.
kid.
Yeah,
dude,
100%
foster kid. There was foster parents like no other.
There was a guy that worked with us. This is back when before you started working with it and the crew with Cody and Sean and me. This kid, him and his wife used to foster kids. They were getting. This is gonna sound shitty coming from me. They would foster like 2 or 3 kids a year. They were getting like 20 grand back in taxes. I was like, dude.
Seeing a lot of people do it for that reason only, and it's pretty fucked up, right? Because those are shit homes.
Is it though? I'm just kidding.
I mean, if it works for you, rock on, player.
Yeah, but what? How does fostering work? You just they obviously just stay with you, but like at a certain time they leave, or you just have to take them as long as. I mean, how does that work?
From my understanding,
I need some info so I can get into this.
From my understanding, granted, I'm not in the foster system or have ever been. You go in and you apply. They come in, do a background check on you, obviously, so make sure you're not a fucking chomo or something, and then they go to an orphanage or whatnot. And if there's a kid that needs placed, then they put him with you.
Yeah, but for how long though?
That's the part I don't know. I probably as long as you want, or until that kid's adopted. Because you're just a foster, just temporary. So
home.
If there's someone that's adopting him, they're going through that adoption process, which takes a long time.
Take him back and I get a new one.
And a lot of money. Well, if you don't jive together, I don't know. That'd be the hard part, right?
I think so.
Because if you meet him for 20 minutes, you're like, yeah, this kid's pretty cool.
There was another guy that I work with too. This is back before Company One. It was his parents, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and then there was one. It was the only one that never looked like any of them. And one time he came to me and he goes, well, no, he was, and they will foster kids every now and then. And then he was like, no, she was a foster kid that my parents took. Like they were like, no, I think they're adopted. We want to adopt you. And that's how she ended up in that family. The only cute one, by the way.
And so my dad's mom, they had 7 brothers, right?
Damn.
So they had a big family anyway. They still took in foster kids. The whole time growing up, my dad said we always had foster kids. So, you know, they could have anywhere from 8 to 10 people in the house extra. So, to me, that's normal because growing up, my friends, my place was the house to be because all of my friends' parents worked. I mean, granted, it's not a foster family, but I had friends that would stay 3-4 months at a time
Yeah.
because their family life at home sucked, so they'd stay with us. So in a turnaround way, it's kind of a foster situation.
Yeah.
But I told the wife I wouldn't be against it, you know. But at the same, that's to start all over again. You know, she's a business owner, owns her own business. To do that, to have another maybe a little one. Granted, they have, you know, teenagers and whatnot still need foster homes, but in my work schedule, no, we work 50, 60 hours a week usually. So do you have really time to raise another kid? Not really.
Yeah.
But no, I think I wish more people would foster.
See what I'm saying? You can still get Team Buzz Nuts and then go foster someone.
And apparently you get a lot of money on your taxes. So there you go.
It's a win-win. Should we go eat?
Yeah, I would love to. I want to say one thing though.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me do this.
Yeah.
And to everybody listening, when you're on your phones and you're on your social media, go through your contacts. If you know any firemen, police, vets, call them. Don't text them. Call them and ask how their day's going. It would blow you away how that little thing could change their life. They could pull the gun out of their mouth. So don't text them. Call them. Say, hey, what's up? I know people don't like to use their phones for what they're for, but do that.
How does it work with a person like you, though?
What do you mean? Call me.
Okay.
I've got 4 people call me every week.
Okay.
Do you say a lot? Just, hey, what's up? Oh, not much. Everything good? Yep, good. All right, talk to you later.
Okay.
It could be that simple.
Yeah. Dude, Brian was telling me about the story of that guy that basically said I was going to end it until I heard your podcast. When he told me, my skin just went... Like, I was just like, holy fuck, man.
And that's the thing, you know, a lot of people give him a lot of shit because he's on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
But people get to the point where they have nowhere else to go, so they do that 60-second video or that 30-second video on there and put it out there, and then they hope someone sees it. If nobody sees it, fuck it, what am I out?
Yeah.
Right? And we see a lot of those, and we reach out right away because it could be that next 30 minutes they got to pull that gun out of their mouth to answer the phone. So do that. My passion is EMS, so fire, first responders, and police, because there's not a lot out there for them right now. So if you know one, call them up, say, hey, what's going on, even if that's the whole conversation.
Anything you want to say about IGY 622 before we go?
We got our papers filed, so we are official nonprofit. If you guys are looking for a nonprofit to donate to, please. We don't keep any of the money. What our nonprofit does is we vamp up other nonprofits, other small ones, because we don't want to reinvent the wheel. There's 1,000 other nonprofits out there that can really help vets and first responders. Yeah. We just want to boost them up to get their name out there to help people. So if you know of any, please reach out to IGY622, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and let us know if there's any nonprofits in the Utah area that we can help boost her a little bit.
Good, man. Anything you want to say, B, before you go?
Nah, man. I'm good.
Where they can find you?
I'll be DJing tonight, but
Yo, how about this? Brian's a huge WWE fan, as you know.
As I know.
And he's like, hey, this weekend is WrestleMania, just so you know. And like we still I kind of don't watch it anymore, but we still get together for WrestleMania. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's 2 nights, by the way, Saturday and Sunday. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Obviously, he has a boner for fucking 24 hours. Meanwhile, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I have 2 days of WrestleMania. But
do they have crowds? They let crowds
they're
in?
going to have crowds this year.
Good deal.
Yeah,
awesome.
Vasa just say, hey, just so you guys know.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers filled.
Oh, of course, dude. Might as well keep the party going.
I think they're going to have like 60,000 people or something
shit.
like that.
No cardboard cutouts, huh? Right on. Finally
Dude,
getting back to normal.
Vasa just like, hey, you guys don't have to. We will. We're like, all right, I can work with that. But anyway, thanks for coming, dude. This is your house.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Come back whenever.
Love to.
I wanted to get the boys before you guys go on your trip, but fuck them.
Welcome.
But I will say this. Fuck. I got to get this out of my chest, okay? I know I know he doesn't listen, but he's probably gonna listen because it's you. Fuck Skyler because he got a Harley, and he went instead of checking in with me because I'm the only one that's had a Harley this whole time. So now he belongs to the oil licking bike motorcycle like I do.
Right.
And instead of checking with, hey dude, he went and checked with fucking Josh, and that pissed me off. I'm like, Josh is like, oh yeah, I knew about it. Yeah, I went, I fucking pick up or whatever. I went and picked it up with him, and we made love, or we rode it, whatever the fuck. And we're like, okay, so fuck Skyler, but I love him. You want anybody to find you on social media? Not really.
If you want to read IGY622, Facebook, reach out there. I'm just a nobody.
And you know where to find me. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there. We're gonna go eat some sushi, and we'll see you on the other side of the Beehive. Fuck Logan.